In a parallel universe, West Ham United decided that Slaven Bilic wasn't the right man to lead West Ham to glory at the London Stadium. Instead, they chose this man. Hi there, my name is JNO. What's up guys, and welcome to another episode of the West Ham World. We're on season number 4, episode number 6, I think. But I'll be honest, I'm absolutely cream crackered, shattered. It's been a long few days. As some of you will know, I live in London and we've had a bit of a tragedy recently. My thoughts and prayers go out to everyone that may have been affected by what happened at Westminster. And a massive thank you to all the emergency services and anyone that stepped up and helped through such a tragic time. But let's try and forget about all the worries of the world, all the bad stuff. Focus on the good stuff, which is West Ham starting to win games, starting to climb up that table and hopefully secure another season of Champions League football at the London Stadium. Our form since changing to the 4-2-3-1 since the last episode, which you saw against Juventus in a game that didn't really matter in the Champions League, has improved a lot. After 18 games of this season, we are sitting on 35 points and sitting in 5th place. We've kind of stretched a gap between us and the likes of Watford, Sunderland and Chelsea. Arsenal are 1 point behind us, with Man City and Liverpool just 3 points ahead of us, and that gap behind Man United and Tottenham isn't looking as big anymore. We've played 3 games since you were last with us and we have managed to win all 3 of them. Those lovely greens, you know I love greens on FPL and Football Manager. Greens are life. We started off with a 1-0 win, which worried me a little bit because I was hoping we'd beat Burnley a lot better. But the thing with this game is you've got to understand teams like Burnley are going to be very defensive against my now quite strong West Ham team. So it was hard for us to break them down. But we did manage to break them down in the 23rd minute. Manuel Lanzini getting a goal for us. It did help that Hamit Singh got sent off, but after that we just couldn't get enough really good chances on their goal. We got 7 on target in total. Ideally, we would want to be scoring more against Burnley. Nicholas Saul got a man of the match performance on a 7.4, which shows what kind of game this game was. We then went away to Sunderland and we managed to pick up a 2-1 victory. It started off incredible. We played some younger players, some reserve team players like Andre Ayew, Beckett Ayan, Christopher Ayer, Sam Byram coming back into the team. So it wasn't the strongest team we've ever played. However, we did go 2-0 up in 7 minutes, Ayew coming back in with a bang, and then Samir Nasri has apparently gone to Sunderland and scored in the 72nd minute, which made it a bit of a tight affair at the end, a bit of a squeaky bum time game for the last 18 minutes, but we did manage to pick up the 3 points. And then we played one of my favourite teams to play at the moment, Brentford, who have done amazing in my save, and we managed to pick up a 3-1 victory, getting 3-0 up and then conceding an unfortunate goal in the 74th minute to Santi Mina. Julian Draxler, Luan and Berahino getting on the score sheet as we played a stronger side in this game to make sure we got the 3 points. Brentford actually had more shots on target, but we were more clinical with our chances, which is always nice because we're not always that clinical. So what we have in store for you today is a game at Old Trafford against Man United. These are the kind of games that can decide how good a good season is for West Ham. And then we have a home game against Sheffield Wednesday just before the January transfer window opens. Make sure to leave in the comments down below who you think I should be signing, if there is anyone that is really good 4 seasons into the game, or if there's anyone you think I should be replacing in the side. Maybe new right back, left back, maybe a new striker, because I'm often moaning about my strikers, but we do have strikers that can score goals sometimes. It's annoying. I'm imagining that we'll come back in for the Tottenham game, which is on the 18th of January, so we might play the Stoke game instead of the Bristol game before that. So we might come back on the Stoke-Tottenham fixtures. Hopefully we can beat Yeovil because I want a cup run for once with this West Ham side. And as you can see lower down on the screen, we do have AS Monaco in the Euro Cup. We've played them before, we've beaten them before, so hopefully that is a tie that we can do well in. The only problem is our record against Manchester United is awful. We have played them 11 times and they have won 5 matches. We have won 1. So yes, not ideal. They have Martial, Juan Mata. I think that was Griezmann on the left there, their top goal scorer at the moment. Rashford is playing on the right with Pogba and Herrera, Duarte, Van Dijk, Javi Martinez, Smalling and De Gea. That is the lineup that is being predicted for me to play. Mourinho is still there at Man United, obviously doing well enough to keep his job. I'm not liking my chances, to be honest. So the team we are going to go in the game with, let's think about this. Klaassen has played really well there, which I wasn't expecting. I could stick with this side potentially. I feel like I might need a bit more bite in the Hughes position though. However, Tolisso, as we know, wants to leave the side and go play for someone else. I've forgotten who. I think he wanted to go AS Monaco, who is who we're playing in fact. So we have dropped him for now. Yuri Tillemans, Will Hughes can both play defensive midfield. Just not sure if they're the best at tackling. Who is actually the best at tackling out of these three? Tackling is 14 on Matty James, but we've hardly ever played him. Will Hughes' tackling is 12, anticipation 13, Matty James' anticipation is 15. I think Matty James may be the best answer for the defensive deep line playmaker. Anticipation 14, tackling 9. So yeah, we're going to go with Matty James. Van Ginkel can stay in that position as a deep line playmaker and support. Anyone I really want to bring on? Lanzini has been good though as well. But who do I bring him on for? It's a toss-up between him and Klaassen, but Klaassen played really well, I think, in his last game. Yeah, his last match, he got a 9 rating. It was against Brentford, but he got a 9. I don't think you can drop someone after they get a 9 average rating, so Lanzini probably will have to sit on the bench. I feel like Ayew deserves a shot as well, though. If I bring him on, I don't really have an out-and-out striker. So many choices in this side. I think we're going to stick with the lineup apart from changing Matty James for Will Hughes. So the lineup we're going to go with is Rajkovic in goal, Davis and Wisdom as the wing backs, Oxford and Saul as the centre backs with Van Ginkel and James in the middle, behind Luan, Klaassen and Draxler, who are there to hopefully set up Berahino for a high scoring game. Okay, so the Man United side we are facing is the predicted lineup with Griezmann, Rashford, Mata, Martial, Pogba, Herrera. It's all the same as we were expecting. Anyone dangerous on that bench? That bench doesn't look amazing, to be honest. The players I'm interested in looking at is Duarte. Looks pretty decent. And then we have... wonder how Fosu Mensah's getting on. He's not looking bad, to be fair. I wonder how often he plays, if we could maybe make a cheeky bid for him. That haircut looks strange. That looks a bit digitised. Or maybe that picture's digitised. This guy also looks interesting. Who is this? Asier Vallelibra. 22-year-old Spanish player. Striker. Doesn't look too bad, but looks like he's not very likely to be taking out Martial or Rashford from the side. How is Rashford's stats actually? Rashford's looking pretty good as well. World-class striker he's rated at. Anyway, enough looking at the Man United side and potential signings if they are not giving people first-team football. We'll challenge the team to pick up from where they left off last match, which was a good performance. And we begin. The players line up for... is it National Anthem or Premiership games? I only tune in when the game's actually started. I don't tune in for the build-up anymore. So I don't actually know what is done when they all line up like that. Apart from they shake each other's hands. Now, this is, of course, historically a tough place to go and get results at. Especially for this West Ham side, or my West Ham side, seeing as we've only done it once, and I'm not even sure if it was at Old Trafford. Davis is now coming forward, gets tackled by Rashford. Looks like they are very good at pressing in this 4-1-1 formation, 4-4-1-1 formation, as Mata manages to get a shot away, but Rajkovic saves. Not the best of starts here, as Van Ginkel heads it clear, but Rashford has stayed back to pick that ball up, plays it back out wide to Mata. Mata looks for Duarte into Pogba, to Herrera. They're passing it nicely in front of my players. Played it through to Mata. My defence was flat-footed. Back to Rashford. Was that a shot or a cross? It's way too early to decide if that highlight there is something we need to worry about. But 2 shots in the first 10 minutes, 1 clear-cut chance. We need our stats to start rising here, or we are going to be worrying about this game. Smalling wins the ball there. Looks like he took my player out, but ref doesn't call it. Rashford plays the ball over the top. Smalling has darted forward. Why is he so far forward? Finds the ball into Martial. It is 1-0. So we are going to make some changes. But why is Smalling so far forward? I was not expecting that. Smalling has converted to a complete forward by the looks of it. And that was easy for Martial as Rajkovic was out of position quite badly. So we aren't getting the chances. I could go to attack, try and find the space behind. But from what I've seen, they are getting balls behind my defence quite easily. So I'm going to drop the defensive line. I think I'm going to up the tempo. And we'll see how that works. Not changing the mentality, but just changing the way we play this formation just a little bit. Can we get back into the game? Can we get some highlights, please? I've even put it on extended. No, I haven't put it on extended. It's still on key. But I've been trialing extended just to get a bit more for us to watch as a family here on the West Ham world. As Duarte now has the ball at the back, plays it to Virgil. Hopefully we are going to win the ball here. I'm hoping Duarte is pressured into a long ball. Looks like they've played it out defence nicely though. And again, ball over the top. Martial has picked it up. Plays it out wide to Rashford, who has acres of space. It's crossed in. It hits the defender. Pogba to Griezmann now. Griezmann out to Duarte. Oh, can we get a challenge in, boys? They're making it look easy. First time cross. What a cross by Rashford. That was an amazing cross. Defensively, 4-4-1-1 is quite a defensive formation. So maybe us pushing forward, they are just literally hitting us on the counter. So we are going to change it now to counter. We'll keep the defensive line deep because I don't want them breaking my back line as easy as they have been. So not an ideal first half there. We have to try and turn it around in the second half. The boys are fired up, but will it be enough? We have 45 minutes to rectify a 2-goal deficit. But with the likes of Griezmann, Martial, Mata, Pogba, they have a ridiculously strong lineup. Let's face facts here. Davis now crosses it in from distance. Saul gets a header on goal, but it drops into De Gea's hands. Decent chance there, decent ball in by Davies. As De Gea hoofs it upfield. Hopefully we win the header. We don't pick up the loose ball though. Mata has it. Mata can't find Martial though. Van Ginkel now plays it out wide to Luan. They do have a lot of men back, so it looks like it may be hard for us to break them down. Klaassen keeps the ball, plays it back to Van Ginkel, to Luan. Luan back to Van Ginkel. Oh, Van Ginkel's not picked the right ball there. He was right in front of you, Van Ginkel. Stick a foot in. And it looks like they're going to once again counter. Unfortunately for Man United, Mata can't find a target with that one. The build-up play was looking nice there, and then Van Ginkel just didn't make the right decision. Going to go to a team talk. We're going to passionately tell them to get creative. See if we can get some more chances, because we need to score. Right now, the onus is on us to actually get a goal. Okay, I'm sure we tackled Rashford there, but just didn't count. Got a USB in my pocket. Did not know that was there. Anyway, Drexler now finds the ball to Van Ginkel. Van Ginkel to Luan. Luan can run forward with the ball. Finds Wisdom. Can Wisdom get a good ball into the box? Draxler heads it back. Virgil is on the line, heading it clear. And Griezmann hoofs it out. Ideally, we needed that to go in. That would have been just before our substitution as well. Now Mata is coming forward. Mata has played really well in this game. The ball's all over the place. But Luan should pick it up here. I'd like to see Luan dribbling a bit more with the ball, but he just doesn't seem to do it. He's got the skills to do it. Maybe I need to look at trying to make him train it as a preferred player move. Klaassen plays it back to Van Ginkel. Van Ginkel into James. James, a former Man United player, finds Berahino to Klaassen. Klaassen shoots from a really long range, but it wasn't a half bad effort, as we are now going to look into our substitutions. 6.4 from Reece Oxford, not really rising to the occasion here. We're going to bring on Thomas Bjorkhead. I probably said that wrong, but you know, it's me. You should be expecting it by now. And we're going to change Luan for Lanzini, and hopefully one of these two players can make something happen. Alright, Lanzini, can you be a hero again for us? You've played really well when you've been called on, and then I keep dropping you. But just prove me wrong again. Just keep doing what you do. Just prove me wrong. Show me how good a player you are. By the way, in real life, Lanzini is impressed me a lot. Matty James with a great tackle there. He clearly knows how important it is against Man United with a great tackle. Unfortunately, we've lost the ball again to Mata. Mata just spraying it out wide to Memphis. Memphis takes a shot from distance and it is wide. Mata, to me, has looked the best player for Man United in this game. Kind of running things just behind Martial. Okay, Van Ginkel's won the ball there. Klaassen plays it to Lanzini. That is what I want Luan to do. Look at him run. I mean, ideally he wouldn't get tackled, but still, he's running at the defence, and I like that in a player, especially my inside forwards. Maybe we don't do it as well as Memphis is here, and if that had gone in, that would have been an amazing goal. But it looks like we are starting to make them take shots from distance. I mean, they're 2-0 up. It doesn't really matter where they're taking their shots from. They don't need to score right now. We need to score. And it looks like Martial's going to bring the ball forward. Plays it out to Januzaj. They've brought on some of their weaker players, because I personally don't think Januzaj is Man United quality, to be fair. Maybe in the future he will be, and he'll prove me wrong, but I don't think he is at the moment. Drax has played it through to Berahino. Klaassen isn't the one with the legs to get on the end of that, Berahino. Think about who you're passing to. Klaassen now passes it back to Berahino though. Berahino with a shot from distance. We are not getting the ball into their box. We've got 20 minutes. We're just going to go gung-ho. Not jar-ho, gung-ho. Alright, Draxler into Klaassen. Klaassen gets tackled very quickly. De Gea hoofs it clear. Can we win the header? And it goes to Van Ginkel. To Berahino. Play it to Klaassen. Klaassen back to Van Ginkel. To Berahino. With the tackle. We're spending too much time on the ball, and Man United players keep tackling us. We win the header again though. Saul play it back to Van Ginkel. Van Ginkel again with the tackle. Come on. And now we've got two players back, and it's Martial with pace, and it's Martial past everyone. Ratchkovic with a save. My players keep losing possession of the ball in stupid places. I mean, it could be worse places, but all they got to do is pass it back. There's options for pass backs there, like not pass backs to the keeper, but pass backs to a player in a deeper position. And instead, they just kind of stick on the ball and wait until they get tackled. Either turn and run or pass the ball. Anything else just doesn't do it for me. Oh wow, Martial's got through. Ratchkovic with a great save again. We could have used a few of these in the first half. Even one in the first half would have been helpful. We're going to go to team talk, and we're just going to say go forward. Go for it. I don't think we're going to win this game now anyway. So, just YOLO. Hashtag YOLO in the comments. As the time ticks away, it's going to be a 2-0 defeat. We haven't had a clear-cut chance. We haven't had a half chance. We've had one shot on target. We have been outplayed and outclassed by this Man United side. Alright, James now with the cross. Straight into De Gea's hands. That's going to be full time. So, fair play to Man United. We've gone to Old Trafford, and Man United have done what Man United do and completely dominated us in the Premier League. 6.4 for Ratchkovic. I think he deserves a bit more than that from his second half performance. Also disappointing was Reece Oxford and Matty James. Do I say anything to Ratchkovic and Oxford though? Okay, I've told him I'm not happy with his performance. He was already fired up, to be fair. So we'll leave it at that. We'll not push our luck. We're still 5th at the moment, but Arsenal now can leapfrog us and put us into 6th place. So we will come back into what I believe is the Sheffield Wednesday game. Hopefully a much more easier fixture. and hopefully some of the teams around us will drop some points. Okay guys, so we're now going into the home game against Sheffield Wednesday, and you can see a few changes in the lineup. We just changed the people that didn't perform that well from the last game. Pretty much everyone. Apart from Oxford is staying in, I'm giving him a second chance. Draxler is also staying in, but Lanzini, Klaassen, Egerstein, Hughes, Tillemans, Gibbs and Sam Byram all come in. Rajkovic, Saul, Oxford and Draxler are the only mainstays into this game. We're just trying to figure out who our best 11 is, which is turning out to be quite tough to do. And as Reece Oxford is actually not fully fit, we're going to actually give Bjorkhead a start. Leave us Bjorkhead fully fit, but never mind. We're going to give him a start anyway. This is Sheffield United, so hopefully we should get a win here today. We're going to say Luan hasn't been at his best, because I personally don't think he has. Who is that? Jay Rodriguez, that's fine. I mean, Jay Rodriguez is still good. That worried me. That's that Arsenal youngster as well, sitting just behind, who doesn't look too bad. But they are again playing a 4-4-1-1, which we did so well against last game. Mings could be a decent player by this point in the season, so could Chambers, but we really should be getting a result against this Sheffield Wednesday side. Alright, so here we go. London Stadium, we're going to kick things off against Sheffield Wednesday, and we need the 3 points because we need the table to look a little bit better for us than it's currently looking. We're still 5th, which means Arsenal haven't played their game in hand yet by the looks of it, which is a shame. Who is their game in hand against? It looks like it's against Leicester, who have not been on good form this season. So we need to put the pressure on them to win that game by getting a result here today. Byram is now going to get a throw in to Lanzini, who finds Draxler, deflected either off of a West Ham player or it's off a West Ham player. Unfortunate, it's a chance from inside the box, and we go to the other side of the pitch with Gibbs putting the throw in. Pass back to Gibbs, crosses it into the box. It falls to Tillemans. What a volley. Tillemans is trying to stake his place as a main player in my first team. What a strike, son. We are getting some cracking goals recently on both of my saves on my JNO FM channel. Comes outside to Tillemans and crack. Why does it always look better live than it does on the replay? I feel like the goalkeeper should have saved that. Tillemans with a free kick. It kind of trickles into Will Smith's hands there. Looks like it hit the wall on the way towards him. But 3 chances in the first 10 minutes. And it looks like we could be having another one. Bjorkhead with a goal. Not sure if it's his debut. I don't think it is. But that is his first West Ham goal ever. Bjorkhead has made it 2-0. We're only 10 minutes into the game. Well played Bjorkhead, there at the near post, controls it quickly and then smashes it past their goalkeeper. 2 men on the line could do nothing about it. This is the kind of performance I want to see, but I can't expect them to do this all the time against teams like Man United. Not yet anyway. Hopefully we will get there eventually. Okay, so Saul has won the ball there. Tillemans plays it back. Oh, that was dangerous, Tillemans. Hopefully we rectify for Tillemans' mistake, otherwise he may cancel his own goal out there as Dragomir plays it through to Gray, who's got behind the defence, hits it just wide. Tillemans gets away with his wayward pass there. Whatever we do, we cannot be losing a 2-0 lead over Sheffield Wednesday. That is not what this West Ham side should be aiming for. Lanzini now has the ball, getting the pass from Hughes, I believe. Tyrone Mings, the filthy you-know-what after that stamp, has fouled my player. Is he getting a red card? Did he stamp on someone else? Oh, did he only get it ticking off? I did not see a card, so I'm imagining he only got told off. Lanzini also hits the free kick over the bar. Tillemans is now going to have a go, hits it straight into the wall. I'm sure I have my free kick takers set. I just don't remember who it's set to, as Saul gets fouled by Jason Pearce. This Sheffield Wednesday side is absolute filth. Kurt Joy, if you know him, friend of my channel and the JNO United channel, another FPL YouTuber. Sheffield Wednesday are his side, and your side is filthy, Kurt. Your side is absolute filth. Okay, time is ticking away. We've taken the early lead. Mings now is going to throw the ball into Ramsden, though. They could be about to score an equaliser. Great save by Rajkovic, considering that took a deflection. Maybe the deflection took it into him, but that would have been hard to read, so good save there by Rajkovic. Bjorkhead with a great tackle there, plays it back to Gibbs, nicely done by the youngster. We do have some youngsters potentially coming back from loan as well, as Egerstein is played through by Byram, shoots from distance, just over the bar. Just the youngsters don't feel good enough yet to be taking the places of some of my more senior players. It's just getting really difficult to know who I should and shouldn't play. Lanzini picks the ball up after a corner. Tillemans puts it back inside. I thought that was in by Egerstein. Was that saved or was it over? I think it was over because it's not gone to another corner. We're definitely getting good chances. No clear-cut chances yet, but we've had 2 half chances. Managed to put 2 of them away. Quite a few long shots, which isn't ideal. Going to tell them don't get complacent, because the last thing we want is this game to turn around. Egerstein's not... I'd never have strikers playing good games. Why is that? Okay, Egerstein has won the ball there in the middle. Tillemans plays it back to him. Egerstein runs forward, plays it into Klaassen. Klaassen, will he have a shot? He does, and Will Smith just manages to tip it wide, and then Mings hoofs it clear. Great shot by Klaassen there. Already showing a bit more than... Oh no, it was Klaassen who played there last game. But he's definitely shown more than he did against Man U. It's crossed in there. Klaassen heads it down to Draxler. Draxler shoots. Again wide. We're getting the chances, but we're not getting the goals, which is not good. Where's the clinical finishing that we have shown previously? Alright, as usual, my striker is the weak link. We are going to allow... There's no one I really need to bring on. I maybe should have brought a youngster to this game. We're going to give Berahino the shirt, the nod. And then either Draxler or Will Hughes will come off. I think it will be Draxler for Luan. See how Luan does on the left instead of the right. We're going to tell him we have faith in both of them. Go out and prove to me why you are meant to be some of my best players. I have a lot of players that go through purple patches. Now, if they could all just have a season of a purple patch, that would be nice. Okay, so Luan now has the ball. He's actually running at the defence once. Klaassen now has the ball. He can play it back out wide, but he plays it into Tillemans, who plays it out wide to Byram. We've switched the play across. Berahino with a long distance header. Can't quite beat the keeper. But that was nice until the cross. I'd have preferred it closer to the keeper. Tillemans picks up the ball again. Gibbs is now coming forward with it. Gibbs plays it to Luan, inside to Klaassen. Klaassen to Berahino. Berahino runs at the defence. Has a strike from distance. Will Smith with a great save there. A lot of shots from just outside the box though. That's not a perfect scenario. But they could have a lot of men back, which may be the issue while we're having our shots from distance. We are 2-0 up though, so that's not too big an issue. Okay, Tillemans has the ball on the edge of the box, plays it into Lanzini. Lanzini turns. Lanzini out wide to Byram. Byram inside to Berahino. How has he not scored that? Lanzini cuts it back. Now they can counter as Sanabrera passes to Bannon. And that's the end of the highlight. But how did we not get a goal there? Lanzini now crosses it in. Cleared off the line. Bjorkhead again getting a chance. Bjorkhead then sets it on a plate for Klaassen, who cannot finish. How are we not putting that ball in the back of the net again? Tillemans with the cross again. Back post. It's all over the place. Luan now has the ball. Passes to Saul. Saul looked like it was taken out from behind, but the ref has not given anything. Byram manages to nod it down to Hughes. Into Luan. Berahino. Through to Klaassen. Has to be. Klaassen. Wow. You have the whole goal to aim at, and you hit it wide. I know players are given stick when they hit it straight at the keeper, but at least that is on target. At least potentially the keeper could make a mistake. How do you hit it completely wide when you have the whole goal to aim at? Tillemans back to Saul. Saul plays it to Hughes. Hughes can play it to Luan. Luan, run forward, have a shot. Run a little bit more forward. Why will my players not get into the box? I don't know, because I'm a fox. No idea what I'm doing. As we could be relinquishing a consolation goal. Great strike and great save by Rajkovic, and that should be the end of that game. Not as convincing as I'd like, considering we had 21 shots, 9 on target, only 1 clear-cut chance and 4 half chances, but still a win is a win, and we need those points. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in, as always, to the West Ham world. If you've enjoyed the video and you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button, smash the thumbs up button, let's try and hit 10 likes for this episode. Also, check out my Patreon if you want to support the channel. I've been JNO, you guys have been awesome, and remember, it's all about West Ham. I really rock on this chair too much.